Have you ever looked at that simple box of baking soda in your cupboard, you know the one,
Yeah.
and wondered if it could do more than just, well, bake or keep the fridge smelling okay?
Right. It's one of those things we just see all the time, kind of take for granted.
Exactly. And especially for those of us who've, been around the block a few times, it might actually be a surprisingly powerful health tool hiding right there.
Hmm.
Because let's face it, getting older brings amazing things, wisdom, experience, but it also, well, it can bring challenges, can it?
Sure can.
Yeah.
Aching joints, maybe digestion feels a bit off.
Yeah, or just feeling tired more often. And
Right.
we often look for, complicated fixes.
We do pills, expensive gadgets,
But maybe we're missing something simple, really simple.
right under our noses.
So that's what this deep dive is all about today. We're going to explore, I think it's 12 surprisingly powerful ways that baking soda might help you feel a bit better, move a little easier, maybe live with more comfort and confidence.
And I think it's important to say up front, we're not talking about magic here, are we?
No, definitely not magic cures.
No. But what's interesting is that baking soda or sodium bicarbonate, I mean, it's been studied. Scientists have looked at it.
Yeah.
Generations have trusted it. And health professionals, well, they've quietly recommended it for decades when it's used the right way, safely. It sort of works with your body.
That's a great point. So, yeah, we'll get into exactly how and when you might use it, and crucially, when to be cautious. So, where should we start? Maybe with something the body does constantly, detoxing, kidney health.
Good place to start.
Yeah.
Our bodies are amazing filters, constantly clearing out waste, toxins, excess acid, day in, day out.
But that system can get a bit bogged down as we age.
It can. It might slow down.
Hmm.
And you feel sluggish, maybe not quite yourself. The kidneys, particularly, have a huge workload filtering our blood.
Okay, so how does baking soda potentially help there?
Well, when you mix a little bit, just a small amount, in water, it becomes alkaline. Think of it like balancing scales.
Right.
Your body naturally builds up acid from stress, food, even medications. This baking soda solution, being alkaline, helps counteract that acidity. It helps balance things out.
So it gives the organs, like the kidneys, a bit of a break.
Exactly. It reduces the acid load they have to deal with. It's like taking a bit of weight off their shoulders so they can work more efficiently.
Is there, like, evidence for that?
There is. Actually, a clinical study looked at people with chronic kidney problems. Those who took a small, regular dose of baking soda, they actually saw a slowing in the progression of their illness.
Wow, really?
Yeah, simply because it eased that acid burden on their kidneys.
That's quite something from simple baking soda.
It is. And another way people use it is externally, soaking in a warm bath with some baking soda, maybe for 20 minutes.
Oh, like a relaxing bath?
Exactly. It can support detox through the skin. Many people say they feel calmer, maybe less itchy skin, even sleep better afterwards, like a gentle reset.
Okay, but we need a caution here, right? You can't overdo it.
Absolutely crucial. Balance is everything. Too much baking soda can definitely irritate your stomach or, mess with your body's natural chemistry.
And the sodium part.
Yes, very important.
Yeah.
Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. So if you have high blood pressure or you're carefully watching your sodium intake for any reason, you must be careful. Talk to your doctor first.
Got it. So careful use, maybe under guidance. It could be a gentle support.
Precisely. Okay, so from internal balance, how about we move to something a bit more visible, like our smile?
Ah, yes, keeping those pearly whites white, or at least whiter. Years of coffee, tea, life, it takes a toll.
It does. And baking soda can act as a really mild abrasive here, gentle enough to lift surface stains without damaging the enamel.
So it polishes them, basically.
In a way, yes. And there was a study showing that toothpastes with baking soda were significantly better at removing plaque and stains compared to those without.
Interesting, but it's not just about the color, is it?
Not at all. It also helps balance the pH level in your mouth, the acidity.
Right, like we talked about with the kidneys.
Exactly. It neutralizes those acids from food and, importantly, from bacteria. Those acids are the bad guys when it comes to cavities, bad breath, gum irritation.
So less acid means a healthier mouth environment, fewer bad bacteria.
You got it. Supports healthier gums. So practically speaking, you could just put a tiny bit on a soft toothbrush, maybe a few times a week.
Gentle and effective, especially maybe if you have sensitive teeth.
Perfect for sensitive teeth,
Yeah.
or if you just want to cut back on harsher chemicals in regular toothpaste. And for denture wearers, a baking soda soak is great. Cleans without damage, gets rid of odors naturally.
Simple. I like simple.
Me too.
Okay, so from a fresh mouth, let's tackle something less pleasant. That burning feeling, heartburn, indigestion.
Yeah, that awful sensation rising up after eating or sometimes just bending over. It's really uncomfortable.
And it can mess with your sleep, your appetite, your mood, really.
Totally. So again, baking soda offers a potentially simple, quick relief. Half a teaspoon mixed in a glass of water, sipped slowly.
How does that work so fast?
It's that alkaline nature again. It directly neutralizes the stomach acid that's causing the burn. It's pretty immediate.
And this isn't just like folk wisdom.
No, not at all. The National Institutes of Health, they recognize sodium bicarbonate baking soda as a legitimate antacid. It's been used safely for generations for that occasional reflux.
Okay, occasional being the key word there.
Absolutely key. This is for now and then relief, not something to rely on every single day. If you need it constantly, that's your body telling you something's up and you should see your doctor.
And the sodium warning applies here too, right? Low sodium diets, blood pressure.
Definitely. Always keep that in mind because of the sodium content. But for that occasional flare-up, it can work wonders in minutes.
Okay. So once the heartburn settles, sometimes other irritations pop up. Those persistent, itchy fungal things. Athlete's foot, ringworm, often in, warm, damp spots.
Ugh, yes. Fungal infections can be so stubborn.
Yeah.
But baking soda shows some real promise here as a natural antifungal.
How so?
Well, fungi love acidic, warm, moist environments. Baking soda creates the opposite in alkaline environment. They just don't thrive in it.
So you make the area unfriendly to them.
Exactly. You can make a paste with a little water and apply it.
Yeah.
Or soak your feet in a baking soda bath. One study actually found sodium bicarbonate stopped the growth of over 80% of the fungal types they tested.
80%?
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's gentle, which is great. No harsh chemicals, no strong perfumes, which is often better for sensitive skin compared to some drugstore creams.
Makes sense. Okay, sticking with irritations, but moving inside the mouth. Those awful little canker sores. Tiny, but oh, so painful.
Aren't they just, they make eating, even talking, a real misery.
So can baking soda help there too?
It seems so. Again, it's about neutralizing acids in the mouth. This creates an environment where the sore isn't constantly being, well, aggravated.
Less stinging, less burning.
Precisely. Helps it heal more gently. And research backs this up. Rinsing with a mild baking soda solution didn't just ease the pain in studies, it also lowered the amount of bacteria around the sore.
Which might help prevent infection and speed things up.
That's the idea. So for you at home, maybe half a teaspoon in a cup of warm water, swish it gently, 15, maybe 30 seconds, then spit it out.
A few times a day.
Yeah, doing that a few times a day might help it fade faster. It's easy, it's natural, no alcohol burn, no weird taste.
Good tip. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Still talking about discomfort, but urinary tract stuff. That burning feeling, needing to go all the time, that pressure.
Yeah, UTIs are just urinary discomfort. It can be really miserable, and unfortunately it does tend to happen more often as we get older.
So what's the baking soda connection here? Is it a cure?
Okay, let's be super clear. No, it is absolutely not a cure, and it's definitely not a replacement for antibiotics if you have a proper infection that needs them.
Right, important distinction.
Very. But some people find it gives a bit of gentle relief, maybe in the very early stages, or for mild discomfort. It works by, you guessed it, reducing the acidity of your urine.
Less acidic urine means less burning when you go.
Exactly. It can make it less painful to pass urine. There was even a Japanese study where women drinking a mild baking soda solution reported noticeable relief from their symptoms. It's about neutralizing that pH, making things less irritating down there.
So how would someone use it? Same kind of mix?
Similar. Maybe half a teaspoon in a glass of water once or twice a day, but only for a short period. And really pay attention to your body.
And if it doesn't get better or gets worse?
See a doctor immediately. Urinary tract issues can get serious fast. This is just about potentially easing mild symptoms, taking the edge off the pain for some people.
Okay, understood. Let's move from internal comfort to actually moving. You know, that stiffness, the soreness after a good walk, or maybe doing some gardening.
Yes, muscle soreness, that buildup of lactic acid.
Right. Feels heavy, makes you not want to do it again tomorrow.
Well, here's where baking soda has been a bit of a secret weapon for athletes for ages. And turns out it might help us regular folks stay active too.
How? Reducing the acid again.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Taking small, safe amounts beforehand seems to help buffer or reduce that acid buildup in the muscles during exertion.
Meaning you could potentially go a bit longer or feel less sore the next day.
That's the potential benefit. There was a big review, a meta-analysis, that confirmed sodium bicarbonate can improve short-term, high-intensity performance by delaying fatigue.
So for everyday life, it might just give you that little edge to stay active. Less recovery needed.
Could be. The typical dose people try is about a teaspoon dissolved in water,
Mhm.
maybe an hour before the activity, but always start with less to see how you tolerate it.
Because there can be side effects.
There can be, yeah. Some people get gas, bloating, maybe mild nausea, especially if they take too much too quickly. Again, the usual caution, if you're on meds or managing heart or kidney issues, check with your doctor first, always.
Right. Safety first. Okay, speaking of helping the body move easier, this next one is huge for so many older adults. Joint inflammation, arthritis, discomfort.
Oh, definitely. Stiff fingers, aching knees, joints feeling, like you said, rusted shut. It affects millions.
So what's the baking soda angle here? It seems different from just neutralizing acid.
It is. This is really fascinating. Back in 2018, researchers discovered something quite remarkable. They found that drinking a simple baking soda solution regularly seemed to sort of flip a switch in the immune system.
Flip a switch. How?
It appeared to signal the body to calm down its inflammatory response, especially in conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, where the immune system mistakenly attacks the joints.
So it's not just masking pain, it's potentially influencing the underlying inflammation.
That's what the research suggests. It's like it
Yeah.
tells the immune cells, hey, ease up a bit. This could mean less inflammation, less swelling, less stiffness,
Yeah.
potentially more freedom of movement.
That's pretty profound for baking soda.
It is. The potential to modulate the immune response is significant. Practically, some people try drinking about half a teaspoon in a small glass of water once a day, often on an empty stomach.
But again, not a miracle cure.
Not a miracle cure. Think of it as part of a supportive routine. It works best alongside other healthy habits, gentle movement, stretching, an anti-inflammatory diet, that sort of thing.
Makes sense. Support, not magic.
Okay, if your joints feel better, maybe it's easier to fight off other things too, like colds and flu.
Could be. You know that feeling, waking up scratchy throat, headachy, runny nose? A simple cold can really flatten you for days when you're older.
Yeah, it hangs around longer.
So baking soda might offer some gentle support here. It can help thin mucus, making it easier to breathe.
How would you use it for that?
Gargling. About half a teaspoon in warm water. It can soothe a raw throat, and it might help reduce bacteria back there. There was a study in oral diseases showing bicarbonate rinses did reduce microbial activity in the mouth and throat.
Okay. And for a stuffy nose?
Some people add just a tiny pinch to a saline nasal rinse. It might help break down thick mucus and flush things out.
And the nice part is it's gentle. No side effects like drowsiness. Exactly.
Yeah.
No drowsiness, no sugar crash like some cough drops, no harsh chemicals, just a natural little nudge for your body's defenses.
Okay, now, while we're talking about the body's defenses, there's one more area, and it's a sensitive one, cancer research.
Right. And we need to tread very carefully here. Cancer is a heavy topic, very personal for many.
Absolutely. So what's the potential connection, and what are the big caveats?
Okay, first, the big, bold caveat. Baking soda is not a cure for cancer.
Oh,
Let's
you
just
think
get
not?
that crystal clear.
Not a cure. Got it.
But researchers notice that cancer cells tend to like and even create acidic environments around them. And interestingly, that acidity can sometimes make chemotherapy less effective.
So the acidity is a problem for treatment.
It can be. So the idea researchers are exploring is, because baking soda is alkaline, could it help neutralize some of that acidity around the tumor? Could that potentially make certain cancer treatments work a bit better?
Is there any evidence, even early evidence?
There was a study back in 2009 done in mice. They found that giving the mice baking soda did decrease the acidity around their tumors. And in those mice, it seemed to slow the spread of the cancer and make chemotherapy more effective.
In mice, so very early stage.
Extremely early stage, and done under very strict, controlled medical conditions. This is not something anyone should try on their own. It must only ever be considered as part of a comprehensive treatment plan under the direct supervision of an oncologist.
Okay, so a potential tiny supporting role, maybe way down the line, but absolutely needs a doctor's guidance.
Precisely. It's a glimmer of research, not a treatment strategy for people to use now.
Understood. Okay, let's shift gears completely. Something much more everyday but still useful. Body odor.
Ah, yes. A practical one. As we get older, our skin changes. Sweat composition can change. Sometimes those trusty deodorants just don't seem to work as well.
And a lot of them have chemicals we might want to avoid. Aluminum, parabens.
Exactly. So baking soda is a fantastic natural alternative. It works in two ways. It absorbs a bit of moisture, and crucially, it neutralizes the acids in sweat that bacteria feed on to create odor.
So it stops the smell before it starts rather than just masking it.
That's the key. It prevents it. And a study actually confirmed it's effective at reducing underarm odor by targeting those odor-causing bacteria, all without fragrance or alcohol.
How do you use it? Just sprinkle it on.
You can. Just a tiny pinch under clean, dry arms after a shower. Or some people mix it with a little coconut oil or maybe cornstarch to make a simple paste.
Gentle, no scent, no sticky stuff.
No aluminum, no mystery ingredients, just simple, effective freshness.
Nice. Okay, one last area to cover, and it's another painful one for many. Gout.
Ooh, gout. That sharp, stabbing joint pain often hits the big toe first. Feels like your joint is on fire. It can be truly debilitating.
And it's caused by uric acid, right?
Exactly. Too much uric acid in the blood, which then forms tiny, sharp crystals in the joints. That's what causes the intense inflammation and pain.
So how might baking soda help with that?
Again, it comes back to that alkalizing effect.
Oh.
The thinking is it might help neutralize some of that excess uric acid in the body.
Making it easier for the kidneys to flush it out?
Potentially, yes. Making it easier to excrete before it has a chance to crystallize in the joints. There was a study, I think, in the Clinical Rheumatology Journal that found alkaline therapy, including sodium bicarbonate, did help increase how much uric acid was passed in the urine.
So less uric acid hanging around means fewer crystals, less inflammation, maybe fewer attacks.
That's the hope. It could reduce the overall burden on the joints. So during a flare-up, some people find relief by dissolving maybe half a teaspoon in a glass of water once or twice a day.
But again, caution needed. Doctor supervision.
Always. Use it with care. Ideally, talk to your doctor. It is not a replacement for prescribed gout medication if you need it. But many find it offers some helpful relief during those really rough patches, easing the stiffness and calming things down a bit.
Wow. Okay, so that's 12 different areas. It really is surprisingly versatile.
Isn't it?
You know, it's easy to feel like our options get narrower as we get older, or that staying healthy has to be super complicated and expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe sometimes the answers, or at least part of the answers, are in these simple, humble things we've had around forever, like that little orange box.
Exactly. Baking soda isn't magic. We said that at the start.
Mm-hmm.
But used carefully, used intentionally,
Yeah.
it really can gently support your body in so many different ways.
Stomach, joints, teeth, breath.
Yeah. It's just a humble helper, really.
Mhm.
Always been there. And now, hopefully, people feel a bit more empowered to use it purposefully.
And you don't have to do everything at once, right? Just maybe pick one thing.
Start small. One gentle rinse, one glass of water with that half teaspoon maybe. See how you feel.
Be consistent, be kind to yourself, and you might just notice. Yeah, feeling a little better, moving a bit easier, waking up with a bit more clarity.
Yeah. And if this deep dive has made you curious, maybe it prompts you to look around your own home and wonder, what other simple, overlooked things might be waiting to reveal their quiet power for your well-being?
That's a great thought to end on. We really hope this conversation has given you some new ideas, some useful tools maybe, to think about on your own health journey.